everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Carrie with Coffee and Crafts, and today we are going to drink coffee and craft. All right, so good. Besides coffee, what are we doing today? What are we doing for crafting? Well, this is an organization video. I went down a rabbit hole of storage systems, not just to store your drills, but to store your leftover drills to use for the future. There's a lot of options on how you can do this. I was doing the art dot drawers, and these are fine. I like them, but it is kind of bulky. The storage system is kind of bulky. So I was watching some videos of people that use photo boxes. And I've seen several YouTubers use photo boxes and have different systems. And I thought, oh, that's cool. And I think it would take up less space. I like it, but my type A OCD personality, I would go down such a rabbit hole and burn out and stop enjoying the art of diamond painting. But then I saw that an Etsy seller sells kits for these photo boxes. And I gotta tell you, I put one in my cart. I did. They run about $50 to $43 if you want to do all the sticking the labels and everything on. They give you the materials and you assemble it. And, you know, I think that's reasonable. It takes a lot of work making and printing the labels and having all the materials and all of that. I think that's totally worth the price. So I put it in my cart, and then I saw the shipping. The shipping, you guys, for a $50 purchase was $40. You heard me right, $40. 40. Almost as much as the kit itself. And, you know, I'm a snob crafter. I'm all for someone else making it nice and pretty and me just using it because my time is valuable. Your time is valuable. I could not swallow $40. I could not. I choke on $10 to $20 shipping. And we're not saying this is the China boat. This is not coming from the China boat. It's not coming from the UK or Australia. It's here in the States. It's Pennsylvania. It's the Midwest, right? Midwest, and I'm on the West Coast. I mean, it's a couple of days to get here. I get that you have to make sure it's packed well so you don't get any damage, and I appreciate that, but whoa, $40? No, I think they should lower their shipping to $10 to $20. So I got the bright idea and entered a rabbit hole of, well, I like their system, but these materials are basic materials I can get on Amazon. And I have Prime, which means free shipping. So I did, in fact, go down that rabbit hole and created a box. Now, did I save money? That's the question. I will let you know at the end of the video. All right, so I'm going to kind of walk you through. I'm not going to torture you with every little process of what I did, and we're not going to build one together. It took me days, you guys. It took me days. All right, so what's the first thing I did? I actually did buy their labels because they're beautiful and large, and I liked them a lot. So I ordered their labels, and it came in this packaging. It's beat up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's a big old hole right there. There's a hole on every corner. There's a rip in the middle. I mean, this thing, it has seen a war. So I was worried. So I pulled it out, and I was pleasantly surprised that they put the labels in these plastic sleeves. So let's go ahead and flip this over. They did send me a nice thank you card and this cute sticker of a little lady diamond painting, and this thank you card. If I was going to share any hack, it would be this: buy something small and then get your 15% off and buy a kit. So that was very nice of them to give me a thank you card. All right, so I did purchase labels for the crystals, the ABs, and then every color of DMC. So it's 1,001 labels. You heard me right, 1,001 labels. Okay, so will we need every label now? Will we need? No, we won't. As we go along, as we fill up our box with kit downs, we will have the materials we need to fill that box. All right, so what do we think of the labels? Let's take one out. What do we think of the quality? So I think the colors, this color block, I love this. And I think it is true to DMC color. I do. I think it's pretty close. Now, if you kind of tip the paper, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but in the lighter colors, you can see a little streak. So it's not perfect. I'm not sure what kind of printer they're using, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's not anything, you have to really look to see the streaks, but they are there. The other thing that was frustrating to me is that the color blocks were not lined up. And I think it's because she's using the center justification. I would have liked it a lot better if those were lined up. And you'll see why in a minute. Other than that, I mean, the quality's good. All right, let's put these away. You also get die lots, so for dividers. So we'll talk about that later. All right, what's the next thing you need? Well, you need something to put the labels on, right? So I went ahead and picked up some plain playing cards. These are 200 blank playing cards, bridge size, matte finish. Size 2¼ inch by 3½ inch. They're nice and thick, and what you do is you put them in a little baggie, and then it helps the bag to stand upright. So we took one of those cards and one of these labels, and we trimmed the label at the edge of that color block and put it on the card, and this is what we ended up with. I think this looks really nice and professional. I like it better than having a piece of the label on the other side. I like it better having the justification on one side. That's nice. Okay, so what do you do with the card now? You need to put it in something, right? You need a baggie. So I picked up these baggies off of Amazon. They are 4 millimeters thick, so higher quality than anything you would get in a kit. So very durable. And then this card, this baggie, it measures, let's talk about measurements. We know the measurement of the card. what is the measurement of this bag? So at the bottom of the zipper to the edge of the bag is about 3.5 inches. And the width is 2.5 inches. So I picked these because these cards fit perfectly into the bag. Yeah, looks nice. Okay, so we need to put the card in something, right? We need a box. We need a photo box. So I went to Michael's and I found a photo box that I really like. This is the standard size photo box. It's 11 by 7.5. Okay, so once we, another thing that we're gonna need to put in the box are the dividers. Now this Etsy seller used foam board, not foam sheets, but foam board. It's nice and stiff. So I'll show you what I got. I got this Foam Core Pro from Michael's. It's 11-inch by 14-inch foam board. Now, there were 4 boards in it. Now, you could save money by buying a big foam board, but I felt this would be easier for me to cut down because I am using just this household Fiskars cutter. Okay, and the sheets, this is what the sheets look like, the foam sheets. It's a black one. You can get them in white. If you order on Amazon, you could probably get different colors. I think it's about a 4mm thickness. I'll show you an edge that's cut up. I think it's about a 4mm thickness, but it's stiff. It's not gonna flex, okay? And it was easy to cut. So I just, we'll play with this little practice piece here. I just scored it and then came over here and scored it again. And then it just snaps apart. It was really easy. Okay. So, those are all the parts. Are you guys ready to see the results? I went ahead and kitted, well, not kitted down, but transferred my last kit down into the storage system. And here is the result. Now, this looks a lot like what the kit does. The kit that you can order. It looks a lot like that. Now, obviously, things are going to fall down a little bit because it's not a full box. But for the most part, it's staying pretty good. I mean, it's staying in place. This one, I could probably cut a hair longer. It's a little loose, but not bad. So what's the difference between my box and her box? For one thing, she has her box running the long way, whereas I wanted my box to be the short way. So, so I customized it to what I wanted. Now, if you emailed her, she probably would customize it for you for a fee. So what is the same about the two systems? Well, she has the foam dividers, and I like that. I think that makes it stand out where the sections are, and I think it also gives it some structure between the dividers. So you have labels for each lot, so 100s through 3800s, and then you have a bag with beads that have been poured into it. And you can see the color looks almost the same. So it's pretty true to DMC colors. And then you just fill your bags when you do a kit down, and you just stand them up in between these foam lot dividers. And, you know, I've got this one ended up on the back side, and that doesn't matter. It's up to you. And you have the name of the color. You know, I like this. I'm liking this a lot. So yeah, and I've got 550 in here. So, and then as it fills up, you know, it'll be even better. And then you probably will expand to more than one box, which leads me to the foam. I have enough for 2 boxes, for sure. And then I also will add crystals. So that's the other thing that's different between my box and her box, is I will be able to add crystals. I bought her labels, and I'll be able to make more die lot dividers, and I'll be able to have my crystals along with these DMCs, whereas her DIY kit only includes the main colors, not the crystals or the Aurora Borealis. So so what's my conclusion? And we have a lid. The lid fits over it. So what is my conclusion? Well, I like the system. I'm going to continue using it. Do I think it was worth it to make my own? Well, it kind of depends on what's important to you. I like that I was able to customize it in the direction that I wanted. It was fun to put it together. Yeah, it was fun to put it together. Did I save any money from no shipping? Sadly, no. I spent about the same amount of money, and I did all the labor. So if your bottom line is money, then I would probably just go buy one of her kits. Now, that being said, if you like being able to customize it to exactly how you want it, and maybe have a little bit better quality materials. I haven't ordered a box, so I don't know. Her cards could be index cards and not as thick as my plain cards. Her little baggies could not be 4mm. I don't know. Her boxes could be a different brand that isn't as sturdy. I really don't know unless I order one of her kits. Am I going to order a kit? That's a good question. I might down the road, but for now, I've already gone down the rabbit hole. So I'm really happy with what I came up with and what I'm using. And it looks almost the same as hers. But I did spend the same amount of money. However, I have leftovers, so I'll be able to make more boxes. So I don't know, you be the judge whether it was worth it for me to make my own, or if I should have just bought one of her kits. Tell me in the comments what you think I should have done. Was the rabbit hole worth it, or should I have just bought one of her kits? All right, well, either way, I hope this inspired you to get organized and it not derail you from the real joy of diamond painting. I plan to upload more whip-in chats, more kit downs, more kit ups as I go along, getting them out to you as soon as I can. If you like the video, please like the video. If you would like to see more content and encourage me to keep going, be sure and subscribe, hit that bell, do all the things, comment, give me some feedback, and as always, I'll see you on the flip side.